What is up guys, Killer Giver, and today on this particular tutorial we are going to be doing the iron ore block. Now there's many different ways you can actually do this. If you haven't seen the thumbnail, it's up on screen now. It's not very hard at all, but it just kind of looks a little sleek, and you also can add many different things. So you probably can add a pickaxe to in the build, or probably just into the actual ore itself. Now if you want to actually have a look at a decent, awesome pickaxe tutorial, then go and check out the channel. I think it's one of my popular videos. You can go and check out one of those as well. Teaches you how to make all the tools and utensils, but obviously for the ore you need to make a pickaxe. Now the thing is with this ore, you can actually have it as the ore blocks, but for me I am actually going to be using the diamond block generally itself. You don't have to use this, you could use pretty much anything that you wanted. You could even use sort of I don't know, maybe coal or something or anything like that. Or gold, it's entirely up to you. You can change these however you like. Now it's not very hard at all. As you can tell here, I've got a pan already built up. Each line, as you see on the bottom here, is 16 by 16, and that's including the ends. So obviously when you make it, so for instance there's a pig there, I don't know what he's doing. You come from all the way from this angle all the way down obviously to 16, and then when you go this way you include this one here. So obviously this one being the 16th, then you count 15 all the way down. This has been the 16, count all the way back round, and everything else should have a fairly mildly square. I've only done 16 by 16 purely because we're making a small incision in the side of it. Now you can have this as large as you want, and you can obviously make it as well, the gap in between, or the sort of chunk out the side here, as big as you like as well. That pig is really distracting. And as you can tell here, there is a column all the way up. Again, that is a 16 including the bottom one here. So again, this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we should be able to bridge these across. And what we're trying to do is make a three-dimensional cube, so it should look something like this, and then obviously from all sides done everything else. So I'm going to do all the sides, and then after I've done that I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so as you can tell here, we've got a fairly large box here, sort of sitting here, three-dimensional box. So as you can tell, all the columns and the pillars and everything else, all the 16 all the way along. Pretty much the bottom bit is copied onto the top bit, with a structure of 16 from each column as well. So now what you're going to do is probably the hardest bit entirely on this whole entire thing, is you can actually just fill the whole thing in with stone. But we're on a bit of a time schedule here, and you want to make it look pretty damn good. You haven't got all the time to fill in the cube. Now what we're going to do is a little bit of a cheat way, not too much of a cheat way though. And what we're going to do is only fill it in a small section on one of the sides that we particularly want. So for instance, I'm going to go from this side. I'm not sure how many I want it down by though. I'm probably going to go to about midway. Then I am going to go up here, probably midway again on the other side. So I'm making a cube within a cube. Now you're probably thinking, what the hell am I doing? Well, that's kind of simple. The cube within a cube is pretty much the section I'm going to be chopping out. The rest of it I can just face up in a wall. So for instance, if we come all the way along here, I think I've overshot it, I have. Here. So if I build this section up now, and I fill in this whole entire section obviously with my stone, so that is including this bottom bit here, so all of this, so pretty much just like so. Oh, don't forget that one, because I'm not sure how far this is going to go down, so go about midway. It's entirely up to you. Again, it's preference on how big you actually want the sort of crater or the chunk in your cube. For me, probably going to go to about here though. I'm not going to go too fancy. If so, then you can always just add more. Please do bear that in mind guys, because the rest of this whole entire build here, I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. I'll just do this bit here, I'll fill it all in, and then I'll show you the next steps to do. It's a little cheat way, it's a little shortcut, and it saves you a shitload of time. So I'm just going to cut to that bit now. So as you can tell guys, we have filled in that small section, which is going to be the corner we mainly chunk into. Now after you've done that, it's pretty simple and easy. What we're going to do first is we're actually going to take the chunks out of the main block first, and then we're just going to face. If you know what I mean by face, it's pretty much just building these layers up. So just building the whole of the 16 block all the way around, so you have a facing. Now obviously we're not going to fill the whole block in. You can do if you've got the time, or if you've got a cheeky little world edit tool, or even MC edit, then you can just fill that in with stone, and then just easily cutting in away from the corner, or your preference corner. But for me, and for many other people, we don't have the tools like that, and we want something quite cool, cheeky, simple and easy. So that's why I've kind of devised this sort of method here, so sort of making a corner that's sort of actually built in. So as you can tell here, this is all flush all the way through, so this is an actual block like you would find in the world. Let me just change the weather here and the time, there we go. So we're actually going to take out a few sections from here. Now you can go pretty much as balls to the wall as you want. I'm probably going to go about 6 blocks away, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start taking chunks out. Now you can do this however you like, so I'm going to take probably the first strip out here, and I'm going to come all the way to the very edge here, take all this out, nom nom nom. I'm going to probably go down about 1 on that one. Let's go on to the next layer here. I'm probably going to come about 2 down through here, so I'm going to take all this some material out here, take all this out. Again, same on this one. Make sure they're the same levels as well. There we go, so we got a little cube in the middle here. It's easy to work with now. I'm going to go 2 down again, because why not? I'll take this out, all of this as well. So as you can tell, I told you obviously going slightly further than you originally would have gone. So for instance, going the fact of going about midway, you can have some lenience on how far you actually do go down. So for instance, for us, we've approximately got a little bit more to go down, and that's pretty much it. So that's it for us. So let's go down the next layer here. I'm probably going to go this way here, take all this off, nom nom nom. Now you can have the edges as rough or as sharp or as sort of weird or kooky as you like, but for me I'm just going to keep them sort of solid and standard at the moment. I'm going to chop and change them in a minute and add other things slightly further on down the line. Obviously you can skim this top layer, you keep skimming these layers on the edge here, because obviously I'm just probably going to add a little bit of detail just on the very edge. So obviously I'm going to remove the majority of that now to have a flat base. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to come in the side, I'm going to take a few out like so. I'm just gonna go hack job here. Just do what you want, preference really. Just take out a couple of stones like so, like that, and then the rest of it just kind of dot your iron, or not your iron, your diamond any way that you want really. You can use a lot, you can use a little, it doesn't really matter how much you actually put on it. Just give it a little bit of the detailing, that's all. That's all you need. So just hack away, not too much, because obviously you don't want to make it look too raggedy. But just have a little go on how you feel about it. Really, that's pretty much it. That's all I can really much say, to be honest. I'll take that bit out like so. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So the rest of that now we're just going to face, and I don't know what I mean by facing. I will show you. So pretty much what we're doing is exactly on this side, just coming all the way up from the bottom to the top with your primary stone. For us, it's going to be stone. You can have this as many different colours you like. You could probably have maybe a wool one, or you know, obviously a different thing like cobblestone or something. It's entirely up to you what you want to be using, but obviously I'm using stone to represent the fact of this is like a giant iron ore. But you can have it as the way you want. So as you can tell there, our prism is in our little boxes there. It's kind of like a prison. So like a little section here, and then obviously for the rest of this now I'll just face up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. So yeah, pretty much you got to do the top as well. Make sure you face the top along as well, so just bring it all the way across. And this is obviously what I was telling you about earlier, guys. It just gives the illusion that it is a full box or a full cube. And I've just sort of hacked into the side of it, but obviously it's not, because I'm not going to spend absolutely hours in filling a 16 by 16 cube in with stone, because that will take me a hell of a long time. So I'm not going to be doing that. So yeah, pretty much just going to face it all the way along. And once I've done that, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like from the inside and from the outside as well. So as you can tell, guys, it looks and it is full, but it isn't. It is and it isn't. I don't know, it's strange. It's kind of weird. It gives the illusion that it is, but it isn't, because if we come down here and make a small incision to the wall and we come in, I've lit it up here. As you can tell here, I've done exactly what I said here. The little cheat way here is just fill in a small section, give the illusion on the outside that it's full, but on the inside, as you can tell, we've just faced up the sides and it does look like it's a full block. Now you can have this however you want. You could have this as a house maybe or something, but I just like it as a nice little decoration, so I'm going to fill that back in, and all we need to do now is make a little bit of detail. Now you can go as potty as you want on the sides, or you can go as simplicity as you like. It's entirely up to you. It doesn't really matter, but for me, I'm just I'm going to kind of dot it around here and there, and You know, just have a little play with this. To be honest, you know, you don't need the measurements for this, guys. If you're thinking like, oh, you know, how are you doing that? How does that look? So I want it to look exactly like that. Please, guys, come on now, use your imagination. We've all seen diamond blocks. We've all had that excitement for when a diamond block appears. So just use your imagination. Just, you know, just chill, enjoy, and just plunk them around. Don't be too sort of. Come on now. That's all I can say, really. Like, you don't need help on this. You don't need help on this at all. So I'm gonna go absolutely crazy with the diamond blocks because I like diamond. Who doesn't like diamond? I think that's enough for that side, and obviously you can do all the other sides however you want as well. So we're just gonna dart some around because why not? Because why not? Right, so there we go. And obviously with the diamond ore as well, I don't think that there's any sort of fixed sort of. So let's have a little look. There we go. No, it's not. It's kind of darted all around the place. So we have a little look at it now. As you can see, it is kind of darted around all the places. A couple there, a couple there, a lot down here. You know, pretty much it. So we're trying to obviously that side is trying to represent obviously the main side of that. That's what I was going to go for. I literally was looking at a diamond ore block for probably about 5 minutes the other day, and I was trying to think of an actual pattern to go sort of with the sort of corresponding with the diamond block, and I just thought at the end of the day, well why? You know, there's no point. I might as well just sort of just say to you guys, use your imagination. We've all seen them before, and you can pretty much go potty with them. So yeah, I want to leave it like that. So guys, if you did enjoy, hit me up with that like and that comment. But until the next one, guys, Killer Kev here, and Killer Kev out.